Welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my secret recipe in making the perfect DIY chalk paint. Now, if you've been watching me for any length of time on my channel, you know that I am a huge supporter of DIY painting, furniture, or anything. And chalk paint can get a little bit pricey depending on where you get it. A lot of people are diehard fans of certain brands. I kind of use both store-bought and DIY chalk paints. So I have a video on how to make DIY chalk paint for paint sprayers, but I actually updated my recipe a little bit, or the way that I make it, and I'm using a really cool new product that got sent to me, and I wanted to share that with you all. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the recipe, how I make the DIY chalk paint, and the application of it. I'm going to be doing a makeover on a dresser that I got on Facebook Marketplace. So without further ado, let me show you the best way that I have found to make affordable DIY chalk paint. So in order to make DIY chalk paint, you need a few items, but the first one I'm going to show you are the stainless steel whisk balls from Fancy Home. They actually sent me this product to try out. They said it kind of revolutionized DIY chalk paint, because with DIY chalk paint, it's really hard to get all of the clumps out, and these are supposed to fix that issue. So I took a regular Tupperware container and put the whisk balls in there. And then I took this secret ingredient, calcium carbonate. I get this off Amazon. I will link it in the description for you. The recipe for a chalk paint is 3 tablespoons of calcium carbonate to 1 cup of paint. Now, to the calcium carbonate, you want to mix it with a little bit of water before you add it to the paint. How much water you use really is dependent on you, but I like to make mine like a milk consistency. So here I'm measuring out 2 cups of paint to add to my mixture. Once the paint's been added, you close up the Tupperware. I sealed it in a bag for safety. And then you just shake it up, kind of like a protein shake. Once you've shaken it for a few minutes, it comes out super frothy and almost like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like the difference between regular frosting and whipped frosting. Now here's the piece that I'm going to be making over. It's this dresser that I got off Facebook Marketplace. It really wasn't in terrible shape, but it did have some scratches and chips, and I just wanted to make it more neutral. So first off, I took off the knobs and gave it a good wipe down to get rid of all the finger grease and just, you know, clean it up a little bit. Once it had dried, I went ahead and taped off all of the edges of the drawers just to make it have crisp lines when I painted it. So this chalk paint actually turned out super smooth. I don't think I've ever had a chalk paint turn out this smooth. I didn't have any clumps. Now overall, I did 4 coats just to get a fully opaque look to this dresser because it was such a dark color. Once all 4 coats were on, I went ahead and sealed it with Minwax polyacrylic. I never really show this step because it looks like I'm painting nothing, but so many people have requested that I show this step so they can see it. And then I went ahead and added this hardware. I got this ring pull from Hobby Lobby and I really loved the way that it looked. For the top drawer, I wanted to use a knob, and I got these brass knobs from Home Depot. I'll link everything that I'm using in the description below, and this is what it looks like all finished. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you liked it. I hope the DIY chalk paint recipe works out for you. It is the best way that I have found to make DIY chalk paint, and it works like a dream every single time. Plus, using the whisk balls really did make a difference because it
must be Italian.
I don't know the science behind how it works, but it kind of aerates everything and it makes the paint just frothier, which sounds odd when you say it. It makes it frothy, but it also makes it like super spreadable and smooth. I'm probably always going to be using these when I make DIY chalk paint, and it's nice because you can leave one ball in there when you're working, and in between coats you can just slosh it around again and not have to get a paint stirrer out. You can just shake it up and you're good to go. I'm really impressed with those and I highly recommend them. I will put a link in the description for the whisk balls. They're not expensive at all and they work like a dream. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys all have amazing weeks and I will see you guys in the next video. As always, bye guys!